Cavalry, help me out here. Charge! Here comes the cavalry. Paul Volcker, talking to some of the top financial people in the world. They're doing a summit in United Kingdom, and they're talking about credit default swaps and what needs to be done, etc. And Volcker says, hey, you know what? He said, quote, wake up, gentlemen. He said, all this credit default swaps isn't helping anybody. All it's doing is getting you rich. So please stop pretending that it's financial innovations that are helping the economy by improving production. He's like, how? How? He's like, I'm the former head of the Fed, one of the most respected financial minds in the world. So help me out here. He's like, show me how your financial innovations help productivity. It didn't. All it did was help your bottom line. Let me give you one other quote. Is that a reflection of financial innovation, referring to some numbers he showed, or just a reflection of what you're paid? Okay? He said, there ain't no financial innovation here. See, because they talk in that language, but what they're innovating, and what nobody else says outside of a few people now, including Paul Volcker, is the innovation is how they make money from different derivatives. It doesn't, because they claim to the outside world, hey, you know what? Oh, we're doing very important work here in finance. What we do is we direct the money to the right places so the markets are more efficient, and that leads to greater productivity. Now, in the old days, that was true, and today, that's true in some ways. But it doesn't reflect what they're doing with derivatives, which is just gambling, okay? Especially the credit default swaps, and the ones that are naked, the ones that there's no underlying asset. They're just making a bet with one another. And finally, Volcker's calling them out on it. So that's fantastic. Then you go over to George Soros, and he said, look, you know what? We should ban credit default swaps. Not as Tim Geithner says, hey, oh, pretty please, pretty please, can we just look at some of the credit default swaps that you're doing and get some transparency on it? And the banks, after they already got the money and they're getting their bonuses, and they show them the back of their hand. They're like, oh, Timmy, here, I got something for you. Okay. They give him the Dr. David D. Schultz treatment that he gave to John Stossel. They say, hey, no, we're not even going to show you our transactions. Ban them. You're not going to ban them. Get the hell out of here, Timmy. Timmy! Okay. Meanwhile, when I heard Soros say that, and I hear Volcker say this, I think, oh, thank God. I'm not the one who took the crazy pill. Because I'm thinking, like, I don't get it. This is just naked gambling. It endangers the entire global economy. It involves trillions of dollars. Any little mistake and the whole thing's going to blow up again. And I keep looking at it going, where's the value? Where's the value? I don't see the value of it for a society. And there isn't any value. So now, like I said, some of the top economic and financial minds in the world agree. Now, of course, the problem is our government doesn't agree. They say, oh, no, the bankers know everything. So, no, Tim Geithner's got it on lockdown. He just calls the top bankers and they tell him what to do, and he thinks that that's the right way to go. Okay, now I bring that up because here comes Cavalry Part 3. Because we, here in the United States, our Obama administration, the Republicans, and just about everybody outside of a few strong progressives tell us, no, you can't do anything to the banks. Capitalism. You can't do anything about the bonuses. No. You can't do anything about anything. And then you know what Great Britain did? They're like, no, here's what we can do. We can take their bonuses away. Okay, so Alistair Darling, that's the UK's Chancellor of the Exchequer, which is my favorite title of all time. Well, that and Supreme Allied Commander. Those are two really cool titles. So Chancellor of the Exchequer has come in here to do a little chin check on the British bankers. Okay, so he said, hey, look, here's what's going to happen. You're making bonuses above £25,000. Now, those are bonuses, okay? So for dollars-wise, that's over $40,000, okay? So if you're over $40,800 in your bonus, I'm going to do a windfall tax, and I'm going to take 50% of it. So you're going to pay your regular income tax, and for the bonuses that are extreme, okay, I'm going to take 50% of it in a windfall tax. Now, you know why? It's because we gave you the money. Okay, there's the regular bailout. There's what they call secret bailouts, meaning the money got funneled to them through other means, like we gave the money to AIG, and then AIG gives it to Goldman Sachs. And then there's a third way that they've made all this money, which is that basically we were providing them money for free through the Fed, et cetera, and now Britain has its own version of that. And then they turn around and lend it at much higher rates. Now, all this is that they are able to do that and make these record profits because of the taxpayers, whether it's British taxpayers or U.S. taxpayers. In fact, even Tim Geithner says that if we had not given anything to those banks, every single one of them would have gone under. So all the profits you're made is partly due, at least partly due, to the taxpayers. So what England is saying is, hey, you know what? The taxpayer provided this income for you, and it could take 50% back of your profits. And it's a one-time thing. It's not forever. It's just, hey, look, you made record profits, and we made it possible for you, so we're going to take 50%. I have not seen anything more logical in my lifetime. Can they do this? Well, obviously they can. Can we do this here in the United States? Obviously we can. Are we going to? No. Of course not. When you ask the Obama Treasury Department, they're like, oh no, oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh, my banker friends, they'd really razz me at the club if I did that to them. No. Jamie Dimon over at JP Morgan, he'd give me a wedgie. And Blank Fight at Goldman Sachs, he'd give me a noogie. I couldn't do it. No, I love those guys too much. No, we can't do it, they say. See, what Great Britain just showed is, my ass, you can't do it. Of course you can do it. So, now, are we going to do it over here? Look, then we get to point number 4. Remember how there was this outrage about the AIG bonuses? Because those are the guys that screwed it up the worst. They were the idiots that everybody took for a ride, right? And we had to bail out AIG to the tune of $180 billion. And then what did they do? They gave themselves bonuses, including the division that almost caused the entire global economy to collapse. $160 million in bonuses for nicely done. Now, you can't believe it, right? I mean, as I tell you that, I'm like, how could they have taken $160 million in bonuses when their failure was historic? How do you get a bonus for failing that badly? So everybody was outraged, and of course, the Obama Treasury Department came in, and they said, oh, poo-poo, oh, they're being irresponsible. I can't believe that. That is just a shame. Can we do anything about it? No, of course not. But you know what? They'll step up to the plate. And AIG, I mean, they saw that people had grabbed the pitchforks and were on their way, right? So they said, okay, we'll give $45 million back. Now, let me do some math. $168 million in bonuses, actually, and then they give 45 back. Oh, that means they keep $123 million. Now, that appeased people anyway. It shouldn't have, but it did. But get a load of this. An update on that story? They didn't. They gave $19 million back. The 26 other million, they're like, yeah, we're keeping it. They say, no, you know what? We're in negotiations. You know how with the administration, they have this pay czar is a way of putting it. Anyway, maybe we'll give it back, maybe we won't. No, by the end of the year. Well, probably won't, though. Okay, nobody's paying attention anymore, so we're just going to keep it. What does Tim Geithner and Larry Summers tell us? Oh, there's nothing we can do. See, this is the problem with the Obama Treasury Department, okay? And the Obama administration overall, and yes, Barack Obama, okay? You're asking these bankers and AIG executives, hey, can you give us some of the money back? When you shouldn't be asking anyone. You're not asking them, you should be telling them. Look at what the Exchequer did. Boom, chin check. Okay, I'm going to take 50% of your money. Your bonuses above $40,000. Can we not at least do that? Nope, we hear on this side, nope, can't do it. You know why? The banks have bought the politicians.